Hello, everyone. Welcome to our case study presentation. My name is Abdul Wadud Khan, and my student ID is 230838116. Today we'll be talking about the financial literacy crisis among entrepreneurs. We'll look at how the OECD is trying to solve the problem, and we'll share some new fundable ideas to improve things. So we are a group of 153 and we're working together. So in my next slide, introduction to our case study. So what is inside of our case study? I'm going to introduce my case study first. Financial literacy or understanding money is a key part of a running business. In fact, more than 60% of small businesses fail because the owner don't know the right financial skills. Even though governments and organizations spend a lot on training, it is not working well. That's why the OECD made a new financial competence framework. So, in this case study, we'll look at the framework and suggest some ideas that can work better, ideas that are scalable and easy to fund. So, in my next slide, why the problem matters. The question raised why the problem matters. Small businesses or SME make up 90% of all businesses worldwide. Yet many fail because they mismanage money. For example, I'm going to tell you 70% of businesses failures happen because of bad financial decisions. Shockingly, in rich countries, in one on a three entrepreneurs can't even read a cash flow chart. So that's the main thing. The mostly affects like those people who are gonna affect directly, like women, young people, and informal workers, and many training programs don't work well because they don't change behavior or use technology properly. So in my next slide, what known and what gaps remain? We already know that financial literacy is very, very important. OECD has made models to teach it. We also know mobile learning can reach more people, but there are still big gap in the market. Yeah, like how do we run, how we do this, like how do we turn financial knowledge into action? We need to convert it. How can we make training cheap and accessible? Like if this training might be getting cheap, so this lots of people get involved on it and can assess with that. So and how do we connect training with real funding options? So in my next slide, I'm going to tell you the significance of addressing financial literacy. Fixing financial literacy can help small businesses survive longer. So how they gonna like help to survive longer? It also leads to more jobs and fewer loan defaults. When people know how to manage money, how to do things, they make better choices. Like if you have lots of choices, you know what choice is best for you. This helps women, youth, and minorities the most. It also helps government get better result from the money they spend on training, the wasting of money. Like they need to do more. Overall, it makes economics stronger and more inclusive. So in my next slide, why will we choose this topic? So so what is the main reason behind why we choose this topic? Because we choose this topic because small businesses are so much important. They make up 90% of their businesses around the world. But many owners don't know enough about money. They don't know how to manage the cash flows and those things. Even though government spend billions of training, it often doesn't lead to real improvement. So this sector need to become more improved. They need to become more lead. So I'm gonna tell you, in COVID-19 made things very worse, especially with the rise of digital businesses. In the OECD, create a new framework, like they're creating a new framework to settle those things, and it is still being developed. We want to make it better. That's the reason behind. That's the reason why we're choosing this topic, and these are some things I need to discuss it. So this is all from my side. So the next slide, I'm gonna tell you my colleague to be discussing.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Hassan. My student ID is 230692117. I will discuss about historical context, a global literacy defects. Before 2008, financial literacy was not a big focus in business policy, but the global financial crisis showed that many people, especially small business owners, lacked basic money skills. From 2013 to 2019, the world began focusing more on small businesses. The COVID 19 pushed more people into self employment and informal jobs. In 2022, the OECD responded by launching the Financial Competence Framework for MSMEs. Now, I will discuss about social and political dimension. This crisis does not affect everyone equally. Women, young people, migrants, and informal workers often struggle more with financial literacy. In low income in low income countries, over 60% of workers are in informal jobs. Governments like those in India, the UK, and Kenya now include financial inclusion in their national plans. The UN also supports this under goal age, which is also about decent work and economic growth. Still, many training programs fail because they are not practical or tailored to the people who need them. Now I will discuss about our analytical approach. We used a qualitative method to understand the real experience of entrepreneurs. This means we focused on stories, documents, and patterns, not numbers. We looked at OECD materials, case studies, and interview from earlier research. We used different analysis tools like thematic analysis to find pattern and grounded theory to develop new training ideas. Our goal was to create a model that actually works for people on the ground. Now I will discuss about vision for the future. We imagine a future where everyone entrepreneur, no matter where they are, can get can get financial education through their phones. It should be personal, practical, and connected to real funding. Our vision inclusion, scalable, mobile learning. Second one is inclusion for women, youth, and informal workers. Third one is training linked to finance access. Fourth and last one is tools that fit national policy plans. Now I will discuss about identification and use of relevant data. We use data from trustworthy sources. First one is academic papers like magazine, Woodruff. Second one is government and NGO reports from OECD, World Bank, and ILO. Third one is public uh, public data from sites like Statista and the UN. Fourth and last one is private research like magazine reports. All of this helped us check what works and what needs to change. Now I will discuss about theoretical models and framework applied. We applied different models to analyze the problem. First one is strategy. Current training methods are top down and outdated. Second one is structures. Skills and funding are not connected. Third one is system. There are no digital tools for assessment or learning. Fourth one is scales. Many SME owners don't know basic like pricing or forecasting. Fifth one is style. Training does not match how entrepreneurs think or work. Sixth one is staff. Uh, Trainer often don't have real business experience. Seventh and last one is shared values. What policymaker want does not always match what business need. This is all from my side. Further discussion is discussed my colleagues.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Amran Hussain and my student ID is 2307761. So here I am discuss about the red ocean versus the blue ocean strategy. So we use the red ocean versus blue ocean strategy to rethink the financial training. So red ocean means the competing in the crowded market with the same and the old ideas like the classroom training. So blue ocean means the creating something new and different like digital micro learning and the gamified the lessons and the training that unlocks the loans. So that's where real innovation lies. So according to my side, the next slide is about the research-based solution and the new evidence plans. So here we use research to guide our solution, like OECD recommends digitals and flexible training, and the McKinney and the Woodruff say training should change behavior. So not just give knowledge. And the ILO also suggests the linking training with the finance. So we also plan to use the interviews and open data from the World Bank to test our ideas in the further. And the next slide, I need to discuss about the data quality uses and the applications. So here, our data was reliable and the high quality. So we use multiple source and cross-checked them. So all of our fundings help us critical to OECD, like the framework and build something better, something digital, and the scalable and the tied to funding. So this is the data quality uses and application. And after, I need to discuss about the analytical tools used. So here we use the several research tools to understand my current program fail. So thematic analysis helped us find the common problem in training. This is the first one, and the second one is the content analysis. Let us examine how the training is structured. And the last one is about the discourse analysis, showed us how the message is delivered and why it doesn't always land. And the slide number, this slide is about the bigger picture, no perfect of the solution. So here there is no one size fits all answer. People in rural areas may not have internet, and cultural norms may stop women from accessing the training. So the business types vary. Street vendors need different skills that take steps, and that's why our solution must be flexible, socialized, and based on real behavior. So in the this slide, I need to talk about the solution, options, and final selection. So here are the four main ideas we explored. The one of the most important things is the digital microlearning. So this digital micro learning is the small lesson on the mobile. And second one is the behavioral design. So this one is also important about the making learning real and action focused. So after that, the third one is the outcome based loan. Credit only if the training is completed. And the last one, the peer mentorship. So local entrepreneur helping each other. We recommend a mix all for the best impact. So this is from my side. Now my friend Walid Imtiaz, he need to describe the another slide. Thank you.
Thank you, Amran. My name is Walid Imtiaz. My student ID is 230873880. I will discuss the last few slides with you. So, my first slide is short and long term strategic directions. In the short term, we will launch a pilot variant of our solution with real SMEs. We will test how training can be linked to loan access. Over time, we will expand the platform, offer support in multiple languages, and get national government involved. Eventually, this can become a national or even global standard. In my next slide, I will discuss the summary of key challenges. To sum up, many entrepreneurs lack financial skills. Classroom training does not change real behavior. Marginalized group are left out. Current frameworks does not work unless they are adapted locally and include real incentives. In my next slide, I will discuss the practical recommendations. So here few point we suggest. The first one is use mobile platform that are aligned with the OECD's goals. The second one is make the training short, flexible, and in our local languages. So the third one is link training to loans so learning opens real doors. In our next slide, I will discuss acknowledging uncertainty and future risk. So there are risks. First one, not everyone has a smartphone or internet. The second one is some people does not trust government programs. The third one is rural areas lack infrastructures. So to manage these, we suggest blending low tech solutions like SMS and using feedback to improve the along the way. In my next slides, I will discuss the future change and adaptability. So the thing change first: AI, inflations, global shocks, and new financial tools. Our model is built to adjust. We plan to partner with the tech firms, use open source tools, and update content regularly. The long term goal is a global digital training system that works for everyone. So, in my last slides, I will discuss some reference list. So, these are the sources we use for our research. And these include trusted names like OECD, World Bank, ILO, and respected researchers. All our ideas are backed by real data and solid research. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you will like our presentations. We hope this presentation help you in understand the financial crisis and the way we can solve it. We would love to hear your feedback. Thank you again.